Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Transport Fever 2. Coming at you with more of our Dedication Island series. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. We have got a lot to get to today, so I'm not even going to bore you with my spiel about liking the video and subscribing to the channel, even though you should be doing both. We're going to jump right in and get things underway. My plan is to expand our tool production, and that means Brompton is going to be getting in on the action. And in order for them to get in the action, we're going to expand this station and bring a line up into here. We are also going to bring some wood up to our brand new, fully functioning, completely automated cargo terminal. Looking pretty good. So as I said last time, we had a kind of a makeshift temporary station in here. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and completely renovated this bad boy. She's up and running, just the beginnings. Of course, like I said, we're going to be bringing wood and stone from all over the place into this one station where it will be brought to lines here for stone going that way. And then, of course, the wood will come here and go that way and slide around to that right there, which we're going to set up today, right now, because that stone, or sorry, that wood, the logs, if you will be brought to here and turned into planks. And I'm probably going to have to set up another one of these, increase our flow here, increase our flow out of here. Our rate's 328. We're going to need that like well over 400. We'll probably have at least 2 more trains on this thing, maybe even make them a little longer. Probably have to get, in fact, definitely have to get another tools factory in here, which is good timing as it's starting to grow into this area. We wanted to go around it, not through it, so we'll have to get another one in there. Then that should be about it. So the tools, it's just going to kind of be a bit of a circle we're doing in here. A lot of infrastructure to do. Let's go ahead and get it started, and that's going to be started with the plans for this particular line right here. And that's going to be, this line's going to actually stay elevated. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this line all the way back as far as we can get her. And the plan will be for this line to be elevated. So this is going to swoop around here. I don't know if it's going to start here or maybe it'll start a little further back, and it'll swoop around and come into here and be elevated obviously over this track, and then it'll meet up with this elevated track. And I think what I'll do is elevate it there. Now what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a little bit dicey. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do, but we're going to try and figure this out. So what I'll do is I'll come out here like this and just go at the easiest level, and then again just come like this with this one, and let's go on that track. What we want to do is get to a point where we can be at the level of the track down there. Not sure if that's, no, that's a little bit higher. Down here, something like this. So if I go like this, what I'll do is at this point, it's at the level where it can start to turn in. So let me just back up to like there. And do this one as well. Then what I want to do is level it out. Oops. Right? And then... Did we not go far enough? I don't think we went far enough. Perhaps now we can do it. No. Okay, let's try that again then. Not going to be the easiest track to construct. It might have even been a decent idea to do this in between episodes, but I kind of want to get it done here on the YouTube so we can kind of go through this together. And then like this, like that, and then we'll level it off. Like that. And that feels like it's around the right height, just above normal. And then that should allow this to swoop in and tag along right around there. Okay. So again, maintaining proper levels. I don't want to start the curve right away. I don't think. Whoops. How does that look? It actually looks pretty good. Like that. Actually looks really good. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. It's not doubling back at all, right? It's going... Oh, it is a little bit. Okay, we don't want to do that. We don't want it to get that little bit of a rut in it. We want it to just do the turn. So if we do something like that. Wow, that would be quite the turn. There we go. Like that. And like that. My only problem is I kind of wanted it to be further back this way. Because long term, I want to be able to do a line that comes down here and splits off this way towards Rangerton, much like this one goes towards Joshland. Which would mean this would have to be further back. I think what I need to do long term, and it'll definitely be off stream, is back this station up and allow us to get elevation. In fact, I could actually put the station on a plateau up higher and have the wood come up to it up here. And then have it go straight, have it be up top. That'll be a future something. You'll come back one day to an episode and that'll be done. But this maybe goes on a plateau up higher. The wood gets brought to it and then sent along a line there, and then that way the elevation doesn't have to happen here. For now, we're going to go ahead and live with this. I think wouldn't mind it being a little bit closer in here, because when this comes around, let me try something here. Let me actually go ahead and play it, get this train out of the way. And hopefully it's out of the way in time. Yikes. Pause. Perfect. And again, we're going to go ahead and do some more sculpting here. And essentially what I want to do I don't want it to be too sharp of an uphill run, but I don't mind it. You know, at long term, it's not going to be like this anyway. And what I would do is this stays flat and straight for longer and then makes the descent there. Something like that. That's pretty steep, but I don't really mind it because it's also like once it gets up it, then it's on a flat stretch, so it doesn't really matter. And I kind of like that for this much better. I'm gonna go ahead and like that. No, I'm not. Screwed that up. My apologies. Where was it? Somewhere just right around here, I guess, right? And then straight down the hill. Super steep, but I'm actually not all that worried about it. Like that. Is that a optical illusion because of the ground, or it should be flat? Oh, you know what it is that it was, so that's a little bit, it's a little bit higher here and then it goes a little bit lower there. What I could do, in fact what I think I'm definitely going to do, is delete. All the way back. To there. And again, this would be like this. So that way there's no little swoop in it there. It's basically level and then it just starts to make its track right there. That looks good like that. It looks good in here. I'm actually quite happy with how that looks. Fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to need to redo the signals along here, and I'm going to need a lot of them because there's going to be a lot of trains in here. This is going to be one of the limitations too. Is how what the capacity and what the speed are of the trains. We need so many trains to transport the goods required, and so that kind of is a bit of a big limitator on what you can transfer. And obviously in the future, when it's not the 1800s and we're getting into the 1950s and we've got much faster trains, much stronger trains, we can make bigger runs, we won't need as many trains, and therefore having lines stretch this distance and have so many trains on them will be less and less of a hassle. And like I said, I think what I'll do is I'll actually continue this at that level and create this train station up on a plateau back here and have that come straight out, and that'll look really cool actually as well. And then that way it's always above. I'll be able to do this line swooping into there like that. But that's not the problem right now. The problem is we don't have a connection here yet. I think, let me just see what this looks like. If we go with the inside track like that, how does that look? That is not too shabby right there, actually. It's a little on the sharp side. I might bring it back and start a little bit further back, maybe. I might shave off that. Just not a lot. And again, we'll grab the outside track this time and see if will it let me. Will it let me do that at all? I don't think it will. It'll let me do all the way through. It doesn't want to let me do a crossover. So I can do it, like I can have it just come up along the side, obviously. We can do something like that. It's a pretty nice smooth line. Like it's 120s all the way through here. It's only 90s because of the bridge, obviously. And it's a pretty nice line. I'm kind of happy about it. The only thing is, I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not going to let me do this. Let me see if I can do this up here like this. Does it actually let you do that? It does actually let you. Let me try this from right here. And come over here like this. If you start it at that end, it's going to let me do it. Comes through. It's a nice smooth. It's a bit sharp. It definitely, when it comes high speed track, it's definitely not going to go 300, I don't think. But it's a nice smooth line. It does do 120. I think it'll do at least 200 in the future. I could have it join up a little bit further down. Wouldn't make it any less sharp, though. The only way to make this less sharp is if we started it further back. And then had it, if we started it further back and then leaned it in up there. But I think this is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I need this to be on, actually, this track here. This track here crosses over the other side. There we go. And then we come with this one here. Is that... Why you do? Oh, that sucks. I wonder if that's because... No, because it's staying at the right height for quite a while and then dips down. I'm wondering... You know what I'm wondering is... if... that will be a problem. Is that my spot? Yeah, it is. Once we have the higher speed rail tracks. I'm going to go ahead and live with that. We're going to pretend we didn't see it. And I think once you get the higher speed ones, that won't be a problem. If it is at that point, then we will... It's just a graphical thing, right? But yeah, if it is a problem in the future, then we'll make an adjustment. Nice smooth line coming up to the right height. I like that a lot. So that's going to be the trees coming in. Like that. And we would need another one of these. So let me... I'm going to have to make an adjustment here. Yeah, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to delete and delete this. And pause. I might have to completely redo that as well because I need that to be out of the way. Like that, because I need to go like this, and we need to grab one of these. And I think you know what I could have done is I could have done it in the opposite direction. I could have done it like this, I guess, and then I can always delete. Having a road running up between them might just add a little bit of flair as well. I'm actually going to change my mind on that, and I'm going to go ahead and put that back in, and we're probably going to have to redo the station. Yes, we are. So bulldoze, road, redone, and then truck station. Boom, 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 boom. Doesn't need. This is the lumber being dropped off. Okay, yeah. So I need this like this. What I'm actually going to do is center this up. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to center it up on both. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this, and it's going to be, now these are like nice and square to one another, which is really good. And then I'll put this as close as I can. In fact, you know what I'm going to do first? Another idea. I'm actually going to put the road in here, and I'm actually going to make the road like that. Just like that. And then I'm going to put this guy in like this, and I'm just going to make him fit nicely in like that. Yeah, okay. I'm actually going to look at it from this perspective because I want it to be nice and tight to the road at the bottom, so there's lots of room to make sure I can get in what I need at the top. So that goes like that. That looks pretty cool. That gets deleted. That road up the middle kind of looks cool there. And then we configure this and cargo buildings. I'm gonna go with two of those, so it kind of looks like, you know, like at the end of that road there's this kind of thing going on. Again, this is primarily or almost exclusively aesthetics. We're just plopping down stuff that appeals to our eye. Like that, like that, and like that. Just like that. Looks good. I like everything about it. So now this guy is connected to this train station very nicely. Looks really, really good. So now we have extra capacity. And then the last thing to do is to put in the road. Well, last thing here anyway. This, like this. And like that. And now we just need this. We'll have to have a higher capacity for sure, which will mean more trucks going. I could potentially have a road come along the back and come in the back here like this, and then just to get a little bit more speed going. That's a possibility. Not going to worry about that right now. So that's that. More wood coming in. Now we need to make things happen over here, which will be more tools. And I think I want to make it go in the opposite direction as well, which I think means like this. Then we can delete that road off the back, which is good. That looks parallel and square. And just move it over as much as I can. Just right to there. Up one notch. Like that. And then we can go like this. And we'll be able to do some detailing in and around there at some point if we wanted to. But for now, I'll just smooth this all off like that. Like that. Now we have a second tools line. Just like this. And it connects, which is good, to this. Like that. Next thing we want to do is configure this to have another rail line like this. Like that. And then that rail line will go out and up and over and be the delivery of more tools. But in order to be able to do that, I need to configure it to also include more cargo platforms, which, oh, so close. We were oh so close to being able to that was almost perfectly stretched, but he's going to miss out on 2 down here, so we have to just start that. This. Oops. Not like that. It'd be really nice if they got rid of that lag trying to do the configurations. It becomes really frustrating. There we go. And then road like this. Connect that up in there like that. That's beautiful. Actually looks really cool. Looks really, really cool. Okay, so now this is can I get anything in there? Yeah, I can. I can get 1 in there anyway. Not that it really matters, but fills in the hole a little bit. So that would be another line, and then this rail line would come out of here. And what I might actually have to do is delete this one, or else I won't be able to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete this line. I'll come straight out first for a little bit. Don't need to start climbing right away. And then I'll bulldoze. Actually, that's probably enough, actually, because I'm just going to be getting up, and I have to get up over that anyway. So let's go like this, and I essentially bridge pillar. Oh. Yeah, that could be a problem, is getting across a stretch this wide on this angle might be very difficult. I may actually have to swing out, and then I may actually have to swing it up here and then go over. There's actually an angle in which it lets me do it there. If I just have to, it just makes me turn it just a bit. Straight won't work. Might be because I'm not high enough soon enough. Maybe I go back just a touch. And just barely to the right, and it's good. It gives me pillar on that. I'm wondering what I need to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to try something out. I'm going to go... I'm going to go like this. And like this. I'm gonna bulldoze this. I'm just trying a couple things out here. I was thinking about just sliding to the right and then going up. I'll have to start it a little bit further back than that. But if I were to go, like, come to here. Is that not, what is going on here? Start further back, maybe. Hope I didn't screw that up. That looks good. So if I just go like just out a touch like that, and then start it up. It doesn't seem to be working either. That's frustrating. Because we need to come out here and then into here, where we would be dropping off the tools. So let me... It's just frustrating that it won't do it the way I want it to be done. I'm trying to figure out how I can get a track out here parallel. If I go like... I'm going to try this one more time, but even further back. Let's go to there. And let's go to there. And then we'll have that scoot in immediately. And then... Plopping over. Still bridge pillar problems. Well, The only other solution, which is probably the smartest solution, would be to reconfigure this station and put a cargo line on this side and then just kind of just completely redo this whole thing. That's a ton of work. That's a ton of work. That is a stupid amount of work, isn't it? I don't even know where to begin. You know what? I'm going to leave that for in between episodes because I would like to get a couple of things done. I'm going to go ahead and press play. There's a couple things I'd like to get done before we finish this episode, and then we'll do some transition stuff in between episodes, and then in the next episode, we should be able to have this line up and running. So we've got, this is where the tools will come in, and I need to get on a trajectory where we can basically come out of here and around through here. And I don't think I want to go around this mountain, because that would mean coming way, way, way out, and then making a sharper turn. So I feel like it's going to be right in here. And it's just going to be on the same level. So what I'm going to do is get some track laid in here where we can leave this and swoop around. Let me see about here. Definitely get rid of this road because it's just going to keep clinging to my attempted track. So get this all the way back and out of my way. That might have been a little bit too sharp, however. I was getting a little bit greedy there. If I started here, I feel like you have a better shot. Yeah, that's good. So I just need the right angle. Something like that. And then that takes us on a trajectory where we can go probably even straighten out a bit. If we stay on this rounded, we're going to round right back into the water. We can go like this, straighten out, and then round in here. So let's go like that. Let's straighten out for a bit. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Shoot. Oh, God. I just realized that, too. Oh, God. I'm an idiot. Hopefully it didn't interrupt anything. Let's go like this. Whoops. Like that. And that should be good. Yeah. This guy was stuck in here. That was holding up things for sure. Yeah, okay. So then this rail comes along here, and if we were to come straight out of here, out of curiosity, let me pause this. If we were to come straight out of here, let me bulldoze back to here in order to lay the track. So that would come right out like that. And then we'll just bulldoze back to here. Lay that track back in. Like nothing happened. Like that. Good to go. So this, if coming straight out, would come like this. And it's just about connecting these two. And at that point, we can probably go ahead Make them friends. For $2.2 million. Curious. 3 million. Ooh, that's hot. So that would be like that. And so there we have that line implemented there. And that's the line coming straight across. So that would be an inside track. Would start here. Like this. What is this complaint here now? Train 3. Oh. He needs to be reversed, I think. There we go. Yeah, he just needs to be told to reverse because it's okay now. It's going to be all right. All this stuff's going to have to change. It's going to be a nightmare. Okay, so that's good. Let me just complete this track down here. Like that. Like that. And like that. And then this would just shrink down in there. So that gives us all the track that we need and all the stations except for that adjustment that we need to make our tools more effective. The other thing we have to do actually before we end this off is I need to make an adjustment here and I'm going to put a road along the back of this. Something like that. And then I'm trying to think. How do I want to do this? It's weird because I don't necessarily want to have this like straight line here and then a straight line there. I want it to be kind of like cohesive roads. Even though it would take more trucks or whatever to be on those roads to make it happen. Like even here, I want kind of this road to just go straight and then we'll come out of here and just go in, like we'll just connect to it. So I want to have a kind of a network of roads that makes more sense. So that would go like this. And this would go like that. And then I can create a road. Doesn't want to do that. Narrow angle. Stop yourself. Why would that be narrow? Alright, let's do it like this. Let's do our best to come out of here square. No, that's not going to work. I need to do this first. Like that. In fact, I'm even going to go like this a little bit more. And we'll go like this again, get the road, and is that coming, is that like pretty much right angle? Maybe a touch to the right. That's good enough. Then come across this. Doesn't want to do that angle. It's so weird. normally it would do an angle like that, no problem. So we'll go like this and go like that. I think I like that down there. Again, it's just not a direct line. It would make more sense if you're, but I guess what I'm trying to do is basically kind of make it a bit more of a real life kind of simulation idea, right? So IRL, you wouldn't necessarily have the ability to say, oh, I want a road from this location to this location. You know, it's like, this is the main junction here, another main junction here, and you can go ahead and connect to it. Something like that, right? It makes more sense in my head to see it like that than having just a bunch of straight lines that go straight directly to the tracks, you know, all over the place, just straight lines from every angle. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't look right. So we're going to do it like this. That's set up. We're ready to go. So all we need to do now is we would need a truck station. Just like this, and just like that. Even though it only needs to be like this, I like the look of it when it's symmetrical, so I'm just going to go ahead and make it symmetrical. And I think I'm going to stick it beside it right here. Like this. Just like that. And kerplunk. And just smooth it all out in the area just like that, because hey, why not? We're making the big bucks now. We can make things smooth and pretty. So that would be the station there. Set up another one like that. Be good to go. Just like that. I can delete this. I think we're good. I think that's good. That'll be good. And wood to there, planks to there, extra factory. We just need to configure this station and hook it up with this, and we will have it done. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of infrastructure today, looking really sharp. I hope you guys are enjoying the look of it and the process of laying this infrastructure down. I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far. When you come back, you will see. I think I might just blow this whole thing up and start it over. It's going to take me some time. I'm not going to do it on YouTube on an episode because it might literally take a half hour, 45 minutes, or even an hour to get this looking exactly the way I need it to and want it to. And that would be a pretty boring episode if all I did was configure one station. So when I come back, this will be fixed. That'll be lined up. We'll get some vehicles onto this thing and kind of configure it, maximize it, make sure our rates all line up, and to make sure that a third city is getting the tools. Thank you so much for joining me, folks. I really do appreciate it. You're fantastic. Do not forget it. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.